Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Ardentree here, and we are back with the SMITE A through Z. This time we took a look at Awilix, the goddess of the moon, and she's really fun. It took me a bit to kind of really get the hang of this character, but I really love the mobility that she has just with her her panther to be able to ride around, and she was the first god to have a mount. You know, Lancelot came in and stole that from her. But, you know, it's fine. He seems cool. Yeah, so it's really fun just having that mobility and then just being able to feather step and flip around enemies, knock them up around in the air, and then tell them to get over here and yank them back down. Super fun god to play, goddess to play. But also really fun at shutting down characters like Hu Yi. Like, we had a practice game that we tried to play before, and it was really fun because like the Hu Yi would like try and escape and dash up into the air, and then we would just yank him back down. So it's just really fun interactions with that, and really like a niche counter pick to kind of shut down other gods that are just going to try and jump away from danger. You can actually really punish them for it. Yeah, super fun character. Ended up having a really intense game. Kind of went back and forth for a bit. The early part was a little rough, and I apologize. It takes me a sec to kind of get into the hang of the character, but it ended up being a really good game. So without any further ado, if you guys are enjoying the content, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and do all that good usual YouTube stuff, and we will go ahead and get into the video. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the A through Z, this time taking a look at Awilix. So friendly team is Hu Yi, Bacchus, Shiva, Scylla, and myself. Enemy team is Yamoja, Ishtar, Mulan, Scylla, and Ratatoskr. So we're going to have two small girls throwing magic at each other, dueling in the mid lane. Love to see it. We're going to start working on Bumbas and start working on Transcendence here. And because of that, we're going to pick up quite a few multi-pots to help us sustain with that. They have enough to where I feel like I want to make sure I can get myself out of trouble before I get myself into trouble with the blink. So we're going to get the beads. And I actually prefer to start with her feather step, which is actually kind of one of the more unique parts of the character. So Awilix, super straightforward. She wants to get initiative. So if she has not taken or dealt damage in the last 5 seconds, you'll see this little thing light up. If we are the one to initiate combat and we deal damage to the enemy first, we get a physical power buff. So just a 30% increase, which is pretty fat. And then we have our feather step, which is pretty unique, where it focuses on where we're auto attacking last. We will then leap over the target and they'll be crippled and slowed briefly, but I think that's mostly just to help with the animation. And then if it is the third attack and a chain, then the flip will hit all enemies. So, or like hit in that larger AoE. So the goal is you auto attack twice, flip. Anytime you want to detonate this. Alright. Good start. So the rat and the Scylla are here. He is going to kind of clear here. Oh, because I hit different targets. That's unfortunate. We are taking some damage here. I'm just going to try and get away from this and get this because he does have a level 2. Actually taking quite a bit of damage. We are going to pick up our second ability here, which I think it's like Moonlight Charge or something like that. Something crazy. Actually beautiful pick up of First Blood on the Mulan. We're kind of pinned here, so I'm just going to bail. Later, Scylla. I'm gonna get something done. Hu Yi picks up a kill on Ishtar, so that's great. But yeah, so our Moonlight Charge. Hey, there we go. She just needed the self-confidence that she could be by herself. It's going to... We throw our Panther out in a straight line. I didn't mean to actually activate it there. I meant to kind of show off the skill shot. But we do it, and if they are hit from the side, then they will be knocked into the air. Now we'll go ahead and clear these harpies. Shiva's going in on this Mulan. Might be able to pick up a second kill. No, he's gonna have to back off at the last second. Ratatusker is coming in. I'll see if I can help knock him up. Auto attack, get the flip, but unfortunately, the rat is going to take Shiva down. Don't quite have enough. Now, once we get our ult, we'll be able to actually pretty significantly impact and save from there. So we'll get there. But yeah, we're just gonna poke these guys with our stick, flip over them, and move on. Now, this part is real fun. We have a little car that we can ride around, and we had a mount before Lancelot made it cool. But yeah, and to be fair, I think Lancelot and Awilix are the only two that have any kind of mount abilities. But yeah, we summon our little panther boy, and we can ride around, and we get a movement speed increase. We do have the option as well to charge and like dive on top of an enemy, or and that'll cause it to incur a cooldown. Oh my gosh, Scylla's actually owning. Yeah, she just needed to be left alone. Like, I understand that. I'm fine with that. I get where you're coming from. I'm gonna rotate. They don't have their buff. Scylla's dead. Never mind, we found her. I'm just gonna try and secure the buff at this point. Unfortunately, Scylla does, but our Scylla rotates in. I was trying to make sure I landed the auto attack there so I could flip, and unfortunately we had it. We just couldn't quite push the button in time. But that's fine. That was pretty dumb and greedy. Respawn timers are still super quick at this point in the game, so. Can't get much else on our Transcendence, so I'm just gonna get my beads here. But yeah, so we ride around. If we decide to actually pounce on an enemy, we'll do some damage in an area, and it has a pretty significant cooldown, so when you're actually clearing, you don't really want to use it. You just can cancel the ability, and then it doesn't actually incur a cooldown. And then you can continue to zoom around the map as you please. But as you can see, the basic Awilix game plan is pretty straightforward. What we're going to do is we're going to try and zoom up to an enemy, auto attack them, and then flip behind them, and then knock them up from behind. I am so sorry, I didn't mean to take that. But we have a damage buff now, so let's try and make some use out of it. Get some kills. Do we see anything here? Okay, never mind. Whoop, forget all this. I'm just gonna disengage. Okay, that's fine. So we don't have our mount for a sec. Jeez, this Scylla's insane. Does pick up a kill. Ratatusker is coming in. We'll see if we can do it. Unfortunately, he's gonna get that kill. Best we can do is try and get the assist after. We can catch up to Homeboy pretty easily. We're gonna pounce. Oh, that sucks. I believed in that so hard. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. I believed in that. So, I tried to use our ult. This is Gravity Surge. So, whenever we have a god that is either lipping or knocked up in the air, so they can... I don't really think that... I think we can maybe pull Ishtar out. I haven't played around with that, I'll be honest. But, like, for example, like if this Hu Yi was on the enemy team, and Hu Yi decides to do his little dive where he jumps into the air, we can also use our ult on him. We will pull him down on top of us, do some damage, and we gain a pretty significant attack speed and like just general buff. Like, let's see, attack speed and physical power buff here. So just really strong way to initiate on a fight and kind of help secure a kill that way. but it's also just really good because it'll pull them to our location. So if we can knock them up and then pull them away from someone, like earlier when we were trying to help the Shiva with that, you know, gank, then we would have been able to pull that off. Now, I will freely admit I'm not a super comfortable Awilix. Unfortunately, not going to be able to chase that too far for it. Shiva's going in, trying to get the kill. And does pick it up. Like, if Mulan stayed in her tower, I think she was totally fine. Unfortunately, Ratatoskr is going to come in and get that kill. And that's not much I can do about that. If a target is low enough health and he can ult and dash towards him, he's just going to kill him every time. Now, we do have enough here in a sec to get our Transcendence, so I went ahead and backed for that so we can get that stacking as quickly as possible, because especially as a jungler, it's a little trickier, because when you're laning, you can just kind of kill the minion wave, and you have 6 minions every single time pretty consistently, whereas camps are in groups of 3, so you have to clear generally 2 camps to get the value of 1 minion wave. So we want to make sure we're focusing on that, but it'll be a little slower. So I like to continue to max out our little flip kick. And take care of that. Now, Scylla is taking quite a bit of damage. We'll see if we can make anything happen with it. Our Scylla's just a monster. All right. Now, Mulan is engaging on our Shiva, so we will try and zoom on over there. And, like, just look how fast these rotations are. Like, she is just phenomenal at rotating in between lanes. We are going to go ahead and just pull her in. Oops, I flipped on the wrong target. Yeah, unfortunately, Shiva's going to try and go in, but we are not going to be able to quite secure that kill. We're going to continue to level up our Moonlight Charge. That's fine. Yeah, we'll go ahead and try and just steal some of their stuff. We earned a little bit of pressure. Ratatoskr is in the mid lane, so we can take this pretty quickly and try and at least slow his farm down a little bit. And now this is getting a little riskier, but we can try and zoom out of here. Now Scylla is pressed up pretty hard. We don't see Ratatoskr around, so we might be able to make something happen here. Unfortunately, the rat does get the stun and is going to be able to peel for the Scylla to get out of there pretty well. But yeah, I'm just going to... Are they really going to chase that hard? Okay, that's fine. I'm just going to make sure we secure this red buff for our Scylla. Star died to a camp. You'd love to see it. Ping to make sure that she knows that her buff is available to her. And control our buff as well. Okay. Now, the duo lane has been losing lane pretty hard, but it seems like they're doing okay, like, kill-wise. And, you know, it's going okay. This Ratatoskr is making a huge difference, though. I'm going to try and just secure this buff. But, like, I can't really do too much directly to this rat here because I am looking at, like, a 3-level difference. So we're just going to try and focus on getting farm here. You know, we are playing in the jungle from a position behind the enemy. But this should be fine. So we're just going to get some easy clear, rotate around, keep leveling up our Moonlight Charge, and just try and use this movement speed to our advantage to try and clear faster than the enemy. Now, Scylla, I think she used her teleport. We're going to go ahead and flip behind her, and we don't even need the knock up there. We're just going to kill her with some raw damage. That was great. And we get that. Now let's see if we can rotate over, make something happen with our Shiva maybe. Now, even though we don't necessarily need the AoE, like if we're fighting a single target, we still want to wait for that third hit because it does increase in damage the further along we are in that chain. So we still want to make that third hit happen just because it's going to hit harder. Ratatusker is on the other side of the map, so I can take his farm pretty easily and not have to worry about being contested. Looks like Mulan is trying to stay safe in the middle. I don't blame her. But yeah, we're going to be able to take this pretty well. Now, we have a ton. She must have had a ward back there. But we're going to be able to get out of that pretty handily and just try and get some more farm back. Now, they do need to be careful. They do have 3 players rotating in on Ursula, but I think she can kind of hold the line down. She has pretty good zone control just with a couple abilities. So yeah, it looks like they backed off pretty well. Dual lane's making something happen. Actually picks up a kill on Yamoja. They are chasing on that Ishtar. Just don't think they're going to be able to finish her off. Scylla backs off here, so I'll see if I can rotate to that. But we do have enough to go ahead and get a full Hydra's Lament. So this is going to allow us to auto-attack weave. So instead of just kind of face-rolling your keyboard, we're going to weave our auto attacks in between our abilities and get some bonus damage. So for after 8 seconds after we use it, our next auto attack will deal an additional 30% damage. Now this does not apply to our flip click feather step, just because it doesn't treat abilities that act as auto attacks the same way. But it's still, you know, we're still poking with our stick 30% harder. So like that's not nothing. Okay, we'll clear that real quick. Just to make sure we at least aren't losing that buff. We'll see if we can make something happen with the Scylla. She is backing off pretty hard, but unfortunately we don't land the CC. Now they are pushing in on right pretty hard, so I'm going to try and rotate over there. Looks like Scylla is joining us as well. Huyi gets some huge damage. We're going to go ahead, slower and cripple the Yamoja in that. Now, I don't know where Ishtar went. She was low, but I'm not sure where she managed to run off to. We'll go ahead and just throw some damage at this, help Scylla take it down. And again, just keep trying to rotate around the map and use this movement speed advantage. Shiva is trying to press up on this Mulan. We'll see if we can make something happen here. I'm just going to engage, pull her in, try and do as much damage as I can. What the what? Oh, she was, okay, so she was CC immune, so she didn't get crippled. Managed to dash forward. Gosh, new gods are dumb. Broke my button. Now, that's a rat. I don't want any part of this. I'll do as much damage as I can before I get taken down. Hopefully the Shiva can pick this up. Where's our boy? Now, he is in a 1v2, but he is, you know, he can be relatively tanky, so he can be okay. I am going to go ahead and go next for a Serrated Edge here, just to allow us, as we kind of are dumping into our kit and throwing, our, you know, and comboing these abilities, we're going to be doing more damage. We're going to get that stacking buff of cruelty and give us that extra physical power increase. So, and again, building that, and this is all stacking into with our passive, getting that 30% increase. So if we can initiate a fight, we really can burst a target down. And like, we did pretty good damage to that Mulan. You know, like, she was low even from full. Okay. But My biggest thing with Awilix, I feel like it's just so easy to, you know, push your buttons and try and initiate and try and live through and fight through everything. I'm not quite aware of what the limit is. Now, Mulan is pushing in really hard on this tower. We're going to go ahead and not pull her in. We do flip over her. We're poking her with our stick, and we do pick up the kill. Now, Scylla is kind of by herself, so I'm going to try and ping that I want to gank on this. If our Scylla can rotate up for it. We're just going to knock her up and kill her. That's great. Now, friendly team is rotating in now to help with this Ratatusker. I'm just going to try and... yeah, I can't quite get to her. She's just a little bit too fast. But that's fine. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to try and focus on is just trying to more efficiently pick our engages here. Now, they are kind of pressing in on this tower, but I don't really think we can get away with too much, so I'm actually going to split off and try and get some value elsewhere. Again, just take advantage of the fact that I'm incredibly mobile. Unfortunately, Ratatusker and Scylla do pick up a couple kills on the friendly team. Ratatusker picks up a double kill. Shiva kills and shuts down the rat and is going to be able to casually walk away. Now, they are pushing in pretty hard. I think we may just have to say bye to this tower. Also, I've had these two wards for forever. I need to use them, and I'm sorry I'm bad. Yeah, taking some damage. I'll see if we can get a good flank, we can try and make something happen with this Scylla. I fat-fingered my ult. That sucks. We can still try and make something happen here. We're gonna dash behind, get the Scylla, and just try and get out. Now Shiva is continuing to go in. We're gonna flip here, actually pick the double kill up, and that's fantastic. Yeah, that was a really, really good setup. And yeah, it's just trying to focus on, instead of just deleting a character into a game, and we can't quite run into a character like we were with Arachne and just kind of try and auto attack and heal through everything. We do kind of need to be a little more tactical with our engages. But we do almost have Obelisk here, so I'm going to get that and secure that for the team. Nope. I'm out of here. You can have it. Don't want it. How is this rat so fast? What the heck? We're gonna try and blink out. Okay, that was all the damage I could do. How is he so fast? Is it just the Ichor? That's 6% movement speed. I don't know, I feel like he was zooming. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and pick up the Serrated Edge, which is, again, going to, as we use our abilities and as they are on cooldown, then we will gain a physical power buff and a physical lifesteal buff. Next, I am going to go ahead and start working... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get this Heartseeker, just so we can try and take down these tanks a little bit more efficiently. And grab a couple more of these, and buy another ward, and I promise I will start using them. It's free information. Okay. Now we do have that catapult pushing in mid. Scylla does pick up a kill on the Mulan. We'll try and rotate over and zoom on over. She picks up a double kill. It's fantastic. She's dumping out some damage. Now Ratatusker is coming in. I don't want to necessarily be the one to go in first. I'll try and look for a flank. Put a ward over here just to get some other rotations coming in. Now, with this catapult pushing in, we can do pretty good. Unfortunately, if I was a little closer, I could have actually comboed an ult off of that. Actually, Bacchus is going in. I'm just going to try and follow up. Pick up a couple kills, but the tower is going to take me down. And unfortunately, what happened to Hugi? I feel like he just disappeared. Okay. Now, meanwhile, while we were being a little bit dumb, we actually got some pretty good pressure on this tower. Shiva is again just gonna ult and calmly walk away from the situation. So that's fine. Again, going in a little hard. I'll fully admit that. But it's just so hard. I guess I think Bacchus was starting to actually kind of come out of that tower range right when I jumped in. So I didn't really take advantage of the fact that he was tanking shots. Again, Awilix is not a god that I play a ton of. Or I guess goddess, but don't play her a ton. So I'm just not quite used to be ready for those, engages. Quite like some other assassins. And again, not really a role that I play a ton of to begin with either, so. But we're gonna just casually get some farm, make sure, because I mean, again, this rat is level 20, so we need to make sure we're, not getting, at least trying to keep a little bit of pace with him. Now, Shiva is getting low with this Mulan, but the Ratatusker is going to be able to ult in and take him down. And it is not safe at all on this side of the jungle, so I'm just going to try and back off. If they get that tower, they get that tower, and we're just going to have to live with that consequence. It's 23 minutes. I don't necessarily think that they're going to go for a fire giant, but I'll ward just to be safe. Looks like they are pressing up in mid. Bacchus is going in. Huyi is coming along with, but unfortunately, and he's ulting for it. Actually getting a ton of damage on that Scylla, and is going to take her down. Now Bacchus is totally fine. I'll be the, I'll say it. I don't think Ishtar's ult is super good. Now, Scylla is kind of facing off against this Ishtar. I know middle is going on, and I'm walking away from that fight, but I think I can get a little more advantage here. Unfortunately, just a little bit too low, and the Ishtar is able to back off. Okay, that's fine, though. We don't have... Oh, there's a rat. Okay. Yeah, we're trying to look for opportunities to get picks and get kills. We just can't do it. Enemy team is really playing passively here. So I'll just try and take this real quick. Again, try not fall too far behind. We are gathering in mid lane. We're trying to look for a fight and pick up a couple kills. Shiva is going in. I'll trust the engage. Go in on the Scylla. I pushed that button so many times. But we do manage to take her down. Oh, wow. That is a ton of damage coming in from the Ratatusker. Yeah, I took way more damage really quickly than I expected to, so I could have gotten that, out of that. Okay. He does go for the ult. Unfortunately, it's a zoning ult. Now, Ratatusker is coming back in, but can we shut him down? He is in on this Yamoja, trading, but missing, but still just getting the auto attacks. The Ratatusker is coming in, is going to pick up the kill, but Shiva does manage to clean up on the rat. Now, we do have Bacchus and Shiva alive. The enemy team does have Scylla, Mulan, and Ishtar alive. We do need to kind of be concerned about this, so I'll see if I can rotate over. Never mind, I have a... Oh, never mind, I need 1700. That sucks. Alright. I'm gonna try and get this Ishtar shut down. Hopefully she's not gonna be too scared off. Oops! Didn't mean to actually use the engage there, but you know, I guess we'll take it. Let's start gathering these again just so we can stay on top of that. Get another catapult. Could be sick. That's level 19. Now Shiva is deep in enemy jungle. I think he's fine though. I mean, I think Shiva's kind of silly as a character. They are kind of gathering back in mid, so you know what we're going to do? We're just going to try and pressure in the jungle and pressure some side lanes. Okay. Like, again, they can gather in mid all they want and just kind of stand there and look at each other. But as long as we don't feed into a fight there, we should be fine. Now, they are pressuring in... Yeah, but... we might be able to make something happen here if we can get on this Scylla. I'm going to engage in, and we do burst her down pretty quickly. Now, we need to be aware that the team is behind us. We're going to go ahead and pull her back in. Alright, we're going to get the rat. Land the shot. We got it. Oh, I don't have a blink. Okay, we got it. We got it. I was like, don't choke on the skill shot. Now we are going to go ahead and pounce in, flip over their faces, knock them up in the air. Continue to poke him with our stick, flip above him again, and pick up the double kill. That's huge. Okay. I don't think we commit to this. I think we need to just stop walking in and taking damage, though. But if we can get the Scylla, we throw the Panther at her. And we get the kill. Now, we have 3,500 gold from there. We played really well for a sec. We can try and make something happen here. Hopefully the Ishtar isn't just immediately back. But if she's smart, she will. Actually, she's trying to escape through jungle. We pick up the kill. That's great. That is fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and back and spend some money. We're going to pick up this Bumba's Hammer. So this is just, again, encouraging us to auto-attack wave, giving us an additional 70 true damage, and reduce our cooldowns. So we'll get that. We're going to pick up our Heart Seeker. So this is going to start giving us some additional % damage on our abilities. And then instead of, well, let's look here. We don't see any anti-heal. So we're gonna be a good teammate and build anti-heal and get a brawlers. If we weren't being kind of forced into that position, I would love to pick up like a Jotuns. Now, they are on Fire Giant, so we do need to start working our way. It looks like Shiva's making his way over there. And we'll try and ping that we need to get over there. Looks like they backed off. They are posturing in mid. We'll try and come up with the flank behind them. Oh, hello. They have some wards. That's fine. Shiva did actually go in behind us. All right. Yeah, we'll see if we can continue to look for a gank here. All right, we're on the Scylla. We burst her down. I thought I timed it, like I thought I was still in time to be able to get that, but we can continue to poke these guys. Throw our Panther. Flip around. Come on. Alright, we pick up the kill there. It's great. Whoops. Okay. There are 2 dead. I'm just gonna grab this real quick. Now, if we can get a good stagger on deaths here, this could be huge. I'm gonna throw a ward back there. Ready to pounce in on this Ishtar. Flip her around. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to land the knock-up, so I'm just gonna try and get out. I'm gonna blink away and get on my Panther. At this point, it is more important for me to burn a relic and get out of there alive than it is to try and hold on to that value. Because you know what that relic did? It saved our life. So therefore, it is a good relic. Okay. Let's see if we can go ahead and get our speed camp. Didn't necessarily mean to do that, but it's fine. Just to kind of continue to zoom around this map a little more. I really love the movement speed. We are pushed up pretty far, and they're mostly alive. So hopefully we can back off here. I don't think we go in. The Scylla is ulting. All right, we're gonna go in. Pull her back and pick up the kill. We are getting some great damage on. Oh my gosh. Wait, Shiva? Hello? Okay. I don't know what else to do here. I feel like I'm trying to trust the team and be like, okay, we're gonna go in. And it's just not paying off. So we did pick up this brawlers. Again, if either of our tanks, like if our solo or support had like a pestilence or any kind of anti-heal, I would have loved to go for a Jatun's whatchamacallit, the one where he's so clever, Jatun's Cunning, just to get that wit and get the cooldown reduction on our abilities. Would have loved to. And glyph items are good, but we'll be a good teammate and get that anti-heal. Bacchus is going to be able to get out of there calmly. I'm going to go ahead and get this catapult pushing, because it's not really doing anything just sitting there. And see if it can at least get a little bit of pressure here. While their attention is in this mid lane. Now they are pushing in pretty hard. Scylla is going to be able to clear this wave pretty efficiently though. And again, we're just trying to look for a gank. Shiva is walking in calmly. That's 4 members of the team though. Ratatuster is here. We're going to go ahead and ult and shut him down. Oh, never mind. Don't want to be here. Okay. Now Scylla does almost pick up a kill. There we go. Shiva is harassing this enemy team. We're going to pop up. She does whiff her ult, which is unfortunate, but she is dashing in, throwing out that damage, and they're going to pick up the kill. Shiva is going to continue to smack this Yamoja. So a 1-for-3 trade, which isn't the worst thing in the world. I'm going to go ahead. I haven't been blinking in offensively a ton, but I'm going to go ahead and get this corrupted blink rune. And meanwhile, like, this catapult is about to get left for free. Like, our attention has been in mid this whole time, so we're getting a ton of free, easy pressure over here. Now, granted, like, their attention has been in mid for a reason. Like, you know, our Scylla's been a monster. She's been just slaughtering people. But yeah, but now we got left for free. Or right. I know my directions, don't worry. We're fine. Now Shiva is taking some damage from the Ratatoskr and is getting collapsed on. We might be able to make something happen here. We're gonna jump in and burn that rat down. Now we're gonna continue to poke and pick up the double kill and let the Huyi get away. That's great. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of keep Fire Giant warded and try and stay on top of these, because we saw how much value we got last time. Okay. They are... Bacchus is trying to posture over for left. If we want Fire Giant, I mean, we can take it. We do still have a couple enemies dead. I'd rather Bacchus tank a good portion of it. But yeah, we'll be able to actually get some pretty solid pressure here on this. And this cooldown reduction is actually pretty nuts from this Bumpus. That's significant. Boop, 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 boop. 1, 2. There we go. We do see that they are pushing over here, which is not where they should be if you just saw that the enemy team took Fire Giant. So I'm going to try and collapse in here. Where'd the Ishtar go? Like, I trusted them to pick up the kill on the Emoja. I have no clue where Ishtar went. She is sneaky. Alright. We will grab these, just because we can. And if they just want to walk in and tank this, I'm down. Well, with the Ishtar and Ratatoskr in, it's not super scary. Why'd that target me? That's dumb. Okay, now that the tower is down, we have a little more flexibility on what we can do here. Shiva is trying to make something happen here, is in the middle of the enemy team. I'm just gonna engage real hard and take down... Oh no. Oh no. Alright, I didn't see... Yeah, it looks like Rat picked up a kill on... that. Now, Ratatoskr is ulting in. I am going to jump in on the Mulan, mainly so I can get away from the rat. And we do pick up a kill on Mulan. Actually, doing great. Like, Scylla's taking care of herself. So we're going to try and help focus this Titan. And dash around. Mix in the Panther just for a little bit of extra damage. Getting it low, if we can finish it off. It has no health. If we could have committed to that a little bit more, I think we could have been fine. Okay, we can go ahead and upgrade our temporal beads just to get that cooldown reduction. And we have 3,000 gold. So what we can do is we can get a little bit of this. We can get a little of this. We're getting into the hyper late game. We're getting into the 40-minute stretch. I'm gonna get some water because I've been talking nonstop for a while. There we go. Okay. So their Titan is super, super low. It looks like Shiva is teleporting in. Can we be sneaky enough? Mulan saw him come around, is trying to chase him back. Come on, Shiva, you got this, buddy. Make him proud. Okay, Mulan is gonna take him down. I like the effort, though. I like the initiative. We're gonna go ahead and use our power increase. Now, we do need to be careful. I'm going to go ahead and throw a ward on this Fury. Oh, I didn't realize they, like, just took that. That sucks. Okay, well. It's fine. Now, we are doing really well. And I think another good way we can get this win condition is going to be to get these catapults. The enemy team hasn't really been collecting many of these at all. So I think we can get a ton of value from this. Okay. Just rotating around. Looking for stuff I can collect. Don't want to go out too far. Because getting picked here at this point would pretty much just mean that we lost the game. So, posturing, being super careful. Again, gathering what we can safely get away with. That is going to get us a catapult, though. That's huge. We are posturing up. We are ready. We're going to be pretty warded in. If we want to get a kill on this Ishtar, now would be the time. It'd be a great time for a pick. That was her dash out. We're going to go ahead and... where is she at? There she is. We blink. Okay, that's fine. We wasted our ult. Don't worry. I fat-fingered. But we do pick up the kill. Now... this rat is here. Where'd he go? Okay, we get the ult. We're going to flip around. And Scylla does pick up the kill. We're going to just jump on this Umoja and pick up that kill there. That is fantastic. That's fantastic. We have a pretty beefy minion wave coming in. Honestly, I think we just try and burn this Phoenix down. We have 3 members of the enemy team dead. We're only missing our Huyi. I think we just try and burn this Titan down, pick up the kill, and shut down the rat again. There we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That was a long game. There was a lot. Alright, that was good though. Okay, it started a little rough, admittedly, but I think we really kind of got our groove there towards the end. I fat-figured my ult more than a few times, but we're not going to talk about that. You know, it's fine. Now, ended up 22-9-11, so really started getting some really good plays there in the end. So yeah, we built the Bumba's Hammer, Transcendence, Hydra's Lament, Serrated Edge, Heartseeker with a Brawler's Beat Stick. Again, if if our tanks had some anti-heal, that would have been Jotun's Cunning, just to get that extra cooldown reduction and combo even more. But ended up top damage on our team. The Ratatusker, I will say, also was playing very, very well. So definitely credit to him. Did decent minion damage. Yeah. We just kind of, we ended up getting a lot, some really good picks, and like early on, this Scylla was doing very, very well. So like, I know the player damage doesn't seem necessarily high in the grand scheme of things, but like, early on really kind of helped secure that lane and really kind of show that there. So yeah, that's going to be it for Awilix, and that is actually going to be it for the A's. We've gotten through the first letter. It's great. Now, next we are going to be taking a look at the Baba Yaga, Witch of the Woods. So that'll be a fun one. Looking forward to it. Actually, when I came back to the game, really enjoyed this character. I thought she was really fun. Yeah, so that'll be it for this one. I'm going to go rest my voice and go work out. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.